Thanks a lot for joining to the STEAM Plus webinar. We are continuing the discussion where we ended up last time. So my name is Kristóf Fenyvesi. For the newcomers, I'm working in the Finnish Institute for Educational Research. And at the same time, we are running with our group, with our colleagues, the experience workshop STEAM network, and this is the STEAM Plus webinar. So last time we started to discuss this so-called Digivisio concept, which is currently the most ambitious initiation by Finnish universities. This is a transition towards expanding the circle of learners, and also having the university courses, the information, the knowledge accessible for much larger part of the society than before, and also implementing novel formats in doing this, also offering new kind of services for those who want to learn, those who want to develop their skills, those who want to be supported in their career transformation, in changing their career, in upskilling or in reskilling. So these are also some kind of terms what we are hearing more and more nowadays. And last time we ended the webinar by watching a short video, which was very interesting and very provided a very exciting picture about how many different kind of learners we are, with how many different needs, different interests. And I would like to continue with another short video, which summarize that how this Digivisio 2030 concept try to provide a personalized answer to these needs, to respond these various needs. So I do another screen sharing to be able to start this video. Just a moment. Yes, here we are. Maybe I need to do something with the sound. Yes. Just a moment. Sorry about. Okay, now.
Expectation.
Yes.
People's expectations and habits have changed more in the past 10 years than in previous decades. As the amount of workforce decreases and technology breaks boundaries between countries, competition for experts has become even more intense. The aged nation must give its everything when competing for the labour market stars that leave Finland. Learners need to succeed in international competition, where average learning content and pedagogy are not enough. The need to constantly learn new skills is a part of everyone's life at work, and there is a great risk of learning becoming unequal. While some shine, weaving and bobbing effortlessly between large entities and small details, others are experiencing a nearly insurmountable challenge of even completing basic education. But what if we can choose a different future? What if we are already aiming to make continuous learning and competence building a natural part of everyone's lives in 2030? The focus has shifted from organisations to learners. Higher education institutions cooperate across school and educational boundaries more than ever before. The production of joint studies and the construction of systems have enabled higher education institutions to focus on their core tasks. Learners, students and people supplementing their skills, have access to a wide range of studies across institutional boundaries, allowing them to put together study entities that are suitable for them. For some sectors, the role of formal degrees remains equally present, and for others, the recognition of competence is more and more based on smaller study modules and continuous learning. Above all, learners see themselves as consumers of content, experiences and services that improve their quality of life. Learners' data is utilised across institutional boundaries, although learners have the final say on how their data is shared. Invisible background systems work seamlessly together, and learners are presented with a single uniform user interface. People look back at the rigid systems and mentalities of the past decades with slight amusement, if at all. Learning is available independent of time and place for everyone willing. The learning experience is immersive without compromising academic quality and pedagogy. The system identifies individuals who need support but may not be able to request it. Despite close cooperation and a uniform digital service, higher education institutions retain their own identity and profile precisely where they want to offer world-class learning. The studies also involve an extensive network of content and study modules produced by parties outside the higher education institutions. Wisdom and its growth can live in surprising places when we do not allow traditional boundaries or bureaucracy to slow us down. The 10-year journey to DigiVisio will not be easy. It will require broader thinking and cooperation that breaks through institutional boundaries. It requires the belief that a cosmetic change alone is not enough. Instead, we must accept intermittent backlash of structures and question many mantras that have been learned. The journey may wear down an individual traveller, but together we can make it. DigiVisio is the biggest transformation journey of learning in this century.
So as you can see, there are very ambitious goals. There is also a website which you can check later about this initiation. But let's go a little bit behind the scenes, and let's see that how this very bold plan will be realized, and how it comes into reality. Actually, it's not anymore just a plan. There are already some courses starting, which are part of this system. But let's see that what are the main facts and then the main motives behind this. So we can see, we have seen already that how many solutions we have available to test, to try new kinds of learning, and we are really capable to provide this continuity of learning, and also to review those degree programs which are currently also available from this changing needs of the learners. So continuous learning, it seems to be unavoidable because of the technological development, and also the quickly changing needs and shortening career cycles, what we have talked about. And also we can see that the workplaces, the available jobs are also requiring those kind of specific skills, specific knowledge, which hardly can get, hardly can be collected in traditional programs or in general education, but more this specific training needs to be provided for many of these jobs. And also we can see that some of the degree programs are not required in their entirety for every of the learners. So maybe someone just needs to have a specific course to complete the set of skills or get what they are looking for. And also we can see that that kind of rigidity of the system, which requires to walk everyone the same specific path to get from one point to another, that's not anymore too practical. And we can also see that someone might want to collect some credits, some courses, and later want to get the full degree. So these all opportunities should be made available, and we have the technology also to handle this situation. So, as I mentioned, Digivisio is a project where all Finnish higher education institution is joining, and this means that the learners and the courses and the available opportunities will be connected in this project. So it means practically that learners can take courses from the pool regardless where they are studying. I mean, which is their home institution, to say so. And also the teachers can provide courses, content in new ways. So not even like full courses, but also content modules to this pool. And also we can use technology to combine these content elements even in personalized courses and personalized programs, personalized study paths. Also the job providers, the employees should be able to review, to select specific courses, specific content modules, and they will be able to make their own training programs accompanied or complemented with their own training modules, their own content modules. So we can see that a very high level flexibility will be introduced into the system, and also like a mutual expansion is expected to be happening, which makes higher education and adult education very closely connected according to this scheme. Of course, this is a really big change. It's need to be introduced in a step-by-step manner, and also with a great amount of carefulness. However, we can see that this process is taking place pretty fast, which means that already during this autumn there are the first pilot courses and the first tests of this system are taking place. And our university of Jyväskylä, is also responsible to study that how this system and process is working out. So we already discussed many of these aspects which are on this slide. So I won't repeat this part. However, what could be important to emphasize that it requires also a different mindset from all actors in the system. Also, most probably, this change will have its effect also on the basic education. So, if some of you are teachers in basic education level, it's maybe also a good time to consider this change, because I guess more and more flexibility will be also introduced in the basic education at the same time. And when you are looking at those practices, which, for example, the only few months ago, right? So not even 1 year ago, or maybe maximum a year ago, we started to play around with this chat GPT, for example, this generative neural network-based artificial intelligence. And we can see already that how students are using it, how teachers are using it. And we can understand that also these kind of technologies will be more and more implemented for fulfilling these bold promises by this change and by these new systems. So we can see that also that we need to experiment, we need to understand, we need to try still these technologies to have the most out of this change. So actually, mobile learning and the fixed places and fixed time and space dimensions of learning will be not anymore a barrier according to this system. And this means also that new analytics, new microcredits, microcrediting system will be available, and we can see that how this is working out in the next couple of years. So the universities now came together in thematic groups to monitor this change and also to drive this change. And I think these areas are also important to be mentioned, to understand the challenges also of the change, and also we can see not only the opportunities but also the threats in this change. So of course the first big area to be mentioned is the data area of the data protection, and also data sharing and accessibility to data. So this is not only a technical question, not only a legal question, but also this question breaks down into didactics, pedagogy, and also those kind of teaching practices, what we can see emerging in this new context. Another big area, just very closely connected to the pedagogical didactical aspect, is the guidance and counseling. Fortunately, we can see in Finland that this has been an area which was taken very seriously many decades ago. So Finland has a very strong foundation in providing appropriate guidance and counseling for the learners on all stages in the learning. However, still this change what we are talking about, and also the introduction of those technology-based solutions for guidance and counseling makes also this area very, very challenging. So it's obvious that when there is a sea or ocean of information or knowledge, and when we talk about this pool, we really need to understand it as a really vast area, that you need certain technologies which help you to match your needs, your interests to those content which are available. So this will require also not only the technologies, but also the understanding of these technologies, how to use, how to make the most from this planning and also from this career guidance support. And we can also see applications already in the basic education, which are available already to support individual learners, for example, in their daily scheduling, and also in connection with their well-being even. So I guess, and we think that many of these functions, many of these areas will come together, and also what is important, that we shouldn't forget that humans are needed to sit or to be on both ends of the wire. So this system probably mustn't need to be fully automatized, but really what is needed to make the system more human-centered, and how we can select those technologies which are not alienating, but more serving us if we are learners or teachers. So these are still big open questions, and these are connecting very closely, linking together very closely the big area of data and the area of guidance and counseling. And of course, when we talked about the courses and programs, I think it's also very important to review this system on a very careful way, and introducing the new formats by not preventing or not stopping those systems which are already useful and working out very well. And also certainly universities, adult education institutions, services needs to be very critical and conscious about the forms that how they are offering their education, what kind of services they are offering to provide the accessibility, the education for all members of society. So we can't agree, or we can't accept a situation when certain technologies or certain configurations or systems or resources are distributed inequally in this change, and there will be groups which are benefiting more of this situation, and there will be others who will be left behind in this change. And actually, if you look at the PISA studies from Finland, the freshest news are very, very alarming. Actually, it's not only in Finland, but as long as we are talking about the Finnish context, maybe it's good to emphasize this, that we can see that how a very clear gap is emerging in the results, and we can see that how this gap is also connected to financial inequalities in the society. So those kind of basic values which been in the foundation, which meant the foundation of Finnish education, this access for all and education for equity, these are in risk currently, and we can't let that this new system radically makes this process even faster. But I think when we are talking about technology and accessibility, we have seen it very clearly also during the COVID-19 period, that how this can very quickly lead to those kind of gaps and inaccessibility, what we cannot accept. Actually, this topic just led us to the fourth area, which is registration and payments. So this is exactly that topic which I try to introduce in the previous minutes. So I think payments are not those this is not that topic which was the most discussed in terms of Finnish education, where we know that the higher education is free, basic education is free, but now when these systems with adult education and other areas are entering, then and when we are talking about services and this expansion of services, this is also an area which of course means some opportunities for universities and other training institutions, but at the same time also probably producing a threat for the system and for those ideas which are strongly representing the idea of providing education, basic education and higher education without tuition fees. So let's see how this change is taking place at the University of Jyväskylä in central Finland. This is my university, and we are also participating in monitoring of this change, so I can I have a little bit more insight in this in this part, in our part of the change. So as I already mentioned, that the priorities are the providing the continuous learning and providing the opportunity of expanded cooperation and really building on the cross-institutional capacities. We also talk about the third area, which is actually providing the platform for all of this, and this is the hybrid campus. So the university is not anymore, and schools in general are not anymore only the physical buildings, the physically located places and sites or time-space structures, but more these are also connected to platforms, and hybrid technology and hybrid approaches are appearing more and more in this context. So this means that new ways of curriculum planning and new ways of pedagogical development is needed, and this will also require a new kind of services. So what comes to the area of continuous learning, so it means that we need services which are supporting the development of the flexible materials, flexible formats, and which are administrating this system. At the same time, we need to emphasize even more the importance of digital pedagogy. So development of digital skills also on the organizational level becomes a key aspect here. Also, we need to rethink our curriculum planning. Also, the management, the study management, leadership is becoming more and more this knowledge-based approach, and more cooperation is needed with the other institutions. We can see also that the degree education need to be aligned with this system of continuous learning. So what does it mean? It means that here you can find an ocean of content modules, content elements, not even for full courses, but maybe even smaller units of learning, smaller learning units, and how this can be combined into different degree programs, and how the degree programs can be, for example, augmented with more or less content. And then we can see that what are our priorities in our university. So you can see that in order to make this change beneficial and make this change smooth and let it serving us, we need to provide the appropriate learning environment where there is the support available both for the teaching and learning. We also need to consider well-being issues, and I would add also teacher well-being, not only student well-being. and the question of admissions, and of course the system of the continuous learning, where those students are appearing who are coming from very different areas, and also the internationalization and the multidisciplinary education. So the multidisciplinary education is also very much connected to the STEAM education, but we also need to take care of that, how this system will be also linked to the international systems. Most probably similar developments are taking place in many other universities. However, there are also those universities, those countries, those areas which are not capable to make this transition, but how the systems on the international level will be linked to each other. That's a big question. So we can see that our universities, open university. So we already had open university many decades ago. So this is nothing new there. However, this open university unit and system and knowledge and experiences become very important in this change. Probably they have the most experience and most knowledge in how to serve in this very flexible environment. Also, we can see that that's a interesting challenge, that how to provide non-degree study rights. So also those students can come to take these courses who are not enrolled in the traditional way, like not like an entrance exam is the only way to get into the university, but just to pick up some units, some courses. So if you are interested, you can already check one very interesting course which is offered in our open university. So you can find this course by typing planetary well-being and probably jyu.fi and Open University maybe in the Google, so you will find it. And this slide will be also available in the YouTube link what you will receive. So you maybe want to try this course. It's very interesting, and it's many ways connects to STEAM education, sustainability, citizen science, and many of the areas which you might be interested in, which you might find useful. Let's see that yes, so there is also many plans, many documents available about this program. You can find it also on the link which I provided to you. This is in Finnish. However, if you go to the web page, let's see the web page. Just a moment, I maybe need to make a new share of the screen like this. Yes, so you can change to English, and you can find many information about this program. Yes, so I think it's mainly that's it for today. And next occasion, we will more talk about the STEAM education itself, and we try to link this together, this multidisciplinary learning, multidisciplinary approaches and technologies, and also this transformation of learning, what we have talked about, and try to see what kind of opportunities probably STEAM will offer in this new era. So we will shortly leave the terrain, the area of the present, and we try to take a look into the future, and have some ideas about this kind of new configurations. So thanks a lot for joining. We still have some time. If you have any questions or comments, you can use the video microphone or the chat, whatever you feel better. And I stop the recording now, so you can feel free to express yourself if you want.